I knew you could do it, interwebs. Oh, I just love your soul shine. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. Okay, so today we're going to talk about whose dreams are you creating? Whose dreams are you manifesting? So I'm going to tell you a little story here before we get into this, just to kind of set the stage and to prove a point. So, and I'd had a retreat. So I finally decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to host a retreat. So I hosted this retreat, my first ever Love Yourself retreat in October of 2017. Okay, so I hosted this retreat and I went and I had awesome presenters. I had a lot of fun, got to know my presenters really well, and I ended up coming away with $1,500 in debt. Okay, so a few months later, I'm telling somebody that we've talking about what's going on. And I said I hosted my first retreat, and he asked me how much money I made. And I said, for $1,500 in the hole. And he's like, well, that wasn't a success. And I was like, what? How do you get to decide what is a success for me? For me, it was a complete success. See, I didn't start my retreat to earn money. I had a dream and something that I wanted to do. And just the fact that I followed through and did it was a success for me. My last retreat, my goal was to actually break even. According to my little budget, I'm $15 in the hole. But when you think about all the supplies that didn't get used, I probably actually really did break even because I had bought a little bit extra on some things. So a success, right? I do have a bigger goal for the next one. I'd actually like to receive money next time and be in the black and get some, receive some money above and beyond my expenses next October. But I'm telling you this because sometimes when we are manifesting or creating our own lives, we get caught up in other people's ideas of what that should look like. Notice I said the word should. That's what happens. See, if we were to look at my events, for me, huge success. The fact that I had one, the fact that I followed through in having one again. I went through a lot of struggles with creating the last one. So the fact that I followed through was a success. That I found a way to make it happen was a success. That I did so with basically breaking even was a success for me. But this other person's perspective was that I had not been a success because his whole thing, you're not a success unless you're bringing in money. Well, that's his reality. This is my reality. And I've been looking at my different goals. I actually have a program that I've just started. I think this is the first time I've talked about it on YouTube. I'm not sure. You can find out if you go to my website, soulshineevents.com. And you can either click on the link to the Soul Shine Life page, or you can put in / Soul Shine Life. So Soul Shine Events, Soul Shine Life. And what I'm doing is looking at 9 areas in my life. I'm creating a personal bagua. A bagua is a map from the Chinese. Chinese culture has this map of this part of your room is this, and this part of your room is this, and this part of your room is this. And if you clean up your environment, then you are going to manifest things, or you're going to create a better life. And a lot of people have success with it. But from the very beginning of learning about it, I had issues. I was like, okay, so I get the idea that the energy coming in the room is going to affect things. But I was like, who is this Chinese person to tell me? I have a lot of rebellion kind of thinking going on, but it's more of I want to be authentic to me. So who is this person, this ancient culture to tell me what part of my space signifies it? And who are they to tell me that money is associated with this color? Because I'm like, that color has no association with me. I could totally see how in their culture it has an association. So what I have done is created a program where we actually make our own bagwas, where we decide from these 9 areas, and they are not exact matches with the Chinese bagua, but we decide these 9 areas, and you make your own map that you can put over. We're also going to be doing soul proclamations for each area, and creation boards, and a whole bunch of things to help us to actually create the life that our soul wants to have. Because see, our soul sees things that we don't. There were things that I put on in my thing, and I was like, are you kidding me? What? But as I thought about it, I was like, well, yeah, I want that. I would love to have that happen. But this is me we're talking about. So there's a lot of belief, because my soul's dreams are a lot bigger than mine, than my conscious mind allows me to have. And so I like to tap into what my soul desires. As I've been evaluating some things, one of the areas that is a real concern is money. But when I really look at what I want my life to look like, the money piece does not look like what I'm being told it should look like. I follow people who make 5-figure work weeks, and I follow these people who are doing these incredible, amazing things to bring money into their lives. And I have been having an issue with it. And it's just today that I realized, today and yesterday is kind of a combination, but the thing is, what do I want? Is that my dream? That's not my dream. That's their dream. And my dream doesn't quite look like that. And that's been pretty incredible to think about. How many of my dreams are because of my kids, or because I live with my mom, and so like they're her dreams, but I take them on as my own. That happens to a lot of us. If we're around a lot of people, sometimes we tap into the energy or the thought forms that everybody as a whole is putting out there. But is that really what we want? And so my question for you guys to evaluate and consider is, whose dream are you manifesting? Whose dream are you creating? Are you creating your soul's dream, that inner truth of you? Or are you creating some shoulds that somebody else put on you? So that's my thoughts for you to consider. Remember to let your soul shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. Be the incredible you that you were designed to be in all of the areas of your life. And I'll see you guys next time. I thought I pushed the button, but I'm not seeing it. Let's try again. There it is.